Hey guys, you're playing New Angelisol, and this is a list by Marcellus called The Art of Trolling. And I don't think this is what it's meant to look like, so we're gonna mull this. Alright, so we do have 14 ice, bit low, but so it should come up sooner or later. And we've got a current, we've got our surveillance sweep, which we can play. Alright, new sound, fair enough. I think we probably need to put that on HQ. I don't really want to spend a click to play this, but it makes the news hound and the run, which is pretty important if he tries to like blind siphon us. So we're gonna have to Jackson draw 4 next turn probably. Get rid of these agendas because we're only playing 8 of them, and we've got 2 of them right now. Turn Desperado seems pretty good. If he hits an agenda here, I'll be pretty sad. Archangel. Yeah, actually, I do kind of want to trigger that. Put that Desperado back in your hand, buddy. Don't know if we have quite enough econ to support doing this more than once, but it's okay for now, I guess. Please draw non-agenda cards. Yeah, that's pretty good. New sound showing up early. That's what you want with Saul. May play Bank Job, which would be kind of annoying because I want to keep drawing with this Jackson to get rid of these agendas and find some more econ. No, he actually wants to kill that for 3 credits. Fair enough. Go ahead. Pretty happy for him to be at 0 and not getting into my HQ. Doesn't even want to trash it after all. He's just going for the dollar. Makes sense. So you got Troll here. Kind of funny. Troll remote is kind of the idea, I suppose, of the deck. Let's cover up from Sneak Door. We last another turn without shuffling away our agendas. The more draw we can get, the more we can find some econ cards. Oh. Faust shows up, so still 2 cards to break the ETR, 3 if he doesn't want to tag. So now our HQ is pretty much open. Play the Heinlein Grid. Look for a dollar, dump both agendas. So next turn we'll put the Melange in. Ice up a little more. Find a place for the Keegan. So will he pitch 3 cards or will he take a tag here? I'm actually not playing any tag punishment except for 1 closed account, so it's not going to be that exciting to let him siphon us. I guess we have 1 information overload in here, for whatever that's worth. Yeah, let's have him not get any money. Kind of hate showing the Heinlein Grid, but he's not rich enough to really do much against it. It's going to be on $5 now. If he trashes this Keegan, he then cannot trash the Heinlein. Well, I guess technically he could. He's got 2 clicks left. Yeah, fair. R&D run. Alright, is it too early to fire this Melange? He's gonna come in and... yeah. trash all our stuff anyway. It's gonna leave the grid up. Okay. So if we get this melange to fire, we're pretty much back in this. We bought our bluff. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, baby. All right. Got some cards. Another Jackson, which is great. We need that to save our archives. This is actually not as effective as you might think here because he doesn't need credits to break stuff. He's got the Faust going on. So him losing all his credits is not as devastating as it would be against like an Andy that had like 20 bucks in their pool. But it might still be okay. We can do double troll on the remote. Inside job. Alright. Makes sense. He doesn't want to deal with this troll. Heat is on for him. So we have a lot of cards. Probably can crack the... Yeah, let's play Ashen here. And let's play the Jackson. Of these cards, the Overload... it could be good, actually. All these cards could be good. This is almost too expensive. I feel like we're maybe not going to have enough money to pay 6 for that. Whereas the other ice are pretty reasonably costed. Dig in for the Siphon. Another 3 cards go. Fine. No point playing the sweeps right now. Would like that melange to live one more turn, but not going to happen. So what's ice goes in R&D here? The Archangel's going to be pretty good. I mean, he can use... Probably the Archangel goes here. Sneaking in, gonna get his Gabe money. This card's bank job. Cool. Oh yeah, 4 strength. There we go. Yeah, that wrist was getting pretty good. Come on, closed accounts. The second grid is not really that exciting, I don't think. Okay. Jackson, food, Hades. Tuck the melange in there. We still need some more money. So I'll throw away the extra grid. And we'll click belongs once or maybe even twice to get our bank together. Interns can find us Keegan Lane, which is not bad actually. Trashing Faust, pretty decent. Yeah. Might as well. It's funny. So we got a 5 credit tax on this server. Fair enough, gonna trash all the things. Probably not gonna need this Ichi for any reason. So we gotta figure out what we want to bring back with interns. Do we want to bring back the grid or the ash? He is on 0. He can run loose 2 clicks to these. Getting Keegan and wiping his Faust only gets rid of the clone chip. Which is not terrible. Let me get the ash. The thing with the Faust is it's not actually efficient against any of our ice. He's blowing a lot of cards and he hasn't found Drug Dealer yet. So him having the Faust is kind of whatever. Really, I think having the ash will let us score this Astro, potentially. Oh boy. Yeah, I'll res. Want to get all our ice up. Maybe we just run him out of cards. Just wait till he spends all his cards breaking stuff. And then we can start moving. So it's really a slowish Glacier deck, it seems. I mean, you could rush, theoretically, but we haven't had a really good opportunity to do so because of the siphons. Any kind of rush play can be answered with a count siphon to 0. So we let him siphon. I don't want him to score here. I think we let him siphon us down and get $6. I don't know. If he accesses, he's way too low to score for me. Shut down the Archangel. Yeah. Nicely done. Yeah, the problem with putting the Keegan on HQ is he can sneak door and vice versa. It's 0 creds. I think it's just a 3 credit turn. Next turn we can put the He is burning everything here. Oh, gets the Keegan. Better than the Astro. That's what I think. Can we score? We can't really, right? He comes in, he can pay 3 or lose clicks. It's not that good. How's he doing on shutdowns? 2 siphon, 2 shutdowns. So he may be out of shutdowns. I feel like we're a little late in economy. Oh, now we got some more cards. I think we give this access up. Could pay 4. Putting us on 2, we can't really score the next turn, whereas I think if we are able to allow him, we can play closed Astro. Should be okay. Closed accounts for all his money. Now we can play this, and we can sweeps up to not lose, not lose this ash trace. We res this. I think we burn 3 more cards of his. I think it's fine. He's really running out of gas. Bad luck that the drug dealer's on the bottom. Yeah, he finds one. Paying 2 to re-fire this. It's expensive. I don't think we have the money to fire this again. This is the problem with the $2 current. If we had any $0 ones, we could just throw them up to have one out. So this is actually rock solid now with Resistor. He's not going to get through this 10 power barrier. He can pay the trace, I suppose. Well, let's get this out the door. Psychic Graphics would be kind of nice in this deck. He's got 10 left. I don't think that's going to cut it. Although we love using the trash, he can still live with this third same old thing. Come around for the underpass, so we're not going to get him out of cards completely. Just it's a long slog for him to get up to the point where he can actually levy with 5 credits. Oh man, food everywhere. I'm actually scared to double draw with Jackson because I feel like we're going to get completely out of cards. Like mill ourselves before we can score. The siphon denial is real. Shoving them back with Jackson just means they're going to come back in pretty quick order. I think we need to put back probably money. But is Melange better here because we can keep pumping it? Debatable. Yeah, may as well parasite the troll. He wants to parasite before he levies, so then he can get his parasites back. Do I trash drug dealer? It's 2 crits I don't really have to spare. At the same time, it's like a free click for him because he has no money anyway. Decisions. Man, we are poor. Well, that's pretty good. He's gonna have inside job left. Maybe we want to just draw 1 card. Bad campaign. Yeah, not so much. We'll do 1 agenda with Jackson. Can hold this food. We can probably score it. That's our 3rd agenda. If we can go Astro food, that's our ideal scoring scenario. We just need to get money. 2 Melange and the information overload, maybe? I think the closed accounts is probably not good anymore. The issue with that information overload is it costs 6. So like, even though it does wipe his board, I don't know if we can get a chance to afford it. We're 2 and 12 to top deck Astro now, which is a pretty good turn for us if we can get that to show up. Sister says, out you go. 11 power resistor. Seems good, right? Should probably have 3 of these, actually. Yeah, I'm sure he's got a 3rd bank job. I think there's no value in throwing this out in the table just to get it owned by bank job. We bait him in this server. Maybe. Let's take the interns for flexibility, take the Melange. Take the food. He's actually not getting into there. So let's not do that. We We know he's got one more siphon. Sam will think he's saving for the levy. How good is the siphon for him? It's not that great. I think we just need money. Just need to hang on. If we can get the resistor on the inside with some random thing on the outside to cover it, this will be a pretty hard stop for him since he has no money. Gonna be interesting. Let's see if we can close this out. And we could push the food without more credits. I'm reluctant to do so. Well, drug dealer is just not giving him any cards now because he doesn't have any. If we had a way to just like damage him right now, it'd be pretty great. Still worried about that bank job. Are you Melange? You're not. Could get Keegan back. Is that even good? Don't think it is. The information overload back. That's tempting. Let's run that. Yeah, let's see how that goes. So we seem to have a few credits right now. Well, I don't know how good that is. He might, well, decisions. This is kind of weird, but let's try it. Charlotte is no good since it's already very tagged. We're still just waiting for the, yeah, another parasite comes out. Second copy of Ash. The Blodge, we can get some money together. If we top deck Astro, we can score Astro. We've got things we can do in the near future. He's moneying up to play his levy. Seems okay. So we got enough to do 6 for the overload, 2 for the Ash. In a pinch, or we can do 5 and 2 and have 1 for the trace, which should keep him out. He's gonna levy this turn, is he? Yeah, makes sense. So we could get really greedy and go for the double advance on this. Try to get a 3-point Beal. He's going to be at $1. be at 7. I don't like that, actually. I'm nervous about that play. I think we can wait and score both Astros from fast advance, and that's the safe exit to this game. Can you actually break this? It's 11. Yeah, I'll let him do it. He's maybe thinking he can get rid of like a key or something that's here, but it's just Chilo. Now he knows what it is, whether he can siphon or not. So this Archangel's gonna die unless we purge. Presume, I don't know, must have been So we can flip this again for 2 credits to bring up our Newshound's ETR. Is that even good? Oh, he's gonna kill it right away. That makes sense. Maybe we should have purged a turn ago. If he gets the Astro now after all this time, I'll be unsurprised. There's a lot of them in there. No access? Oh, he did access. He just didn't hit. Okay. Well, that's good. Well, we can make him spend a couple cards. But I kind of want him to lose money. If he doesn't have any money, he's gonna have a hard time trashing my Ash and all that stuff. Yeah, not having drawn those Melange is kind of sad. Maybe we made the wrong choice in sending back Melange. Because if he had trashed off the top, it would have hastened our demise. Yep, this is happening. Yeah, he's losing everything here. Well, it came in handy after all. I don't know if I should discard it the very first time. Thing is, it's really not good till much later. Even how we binned his whole board the first time, it would have been able to levy and get it back. Hard to say. Getting rid of State Stalker would have been kind of good in saving our Archangel. Everything's gone. Archangel does nothing. Oh, that's funny. I'm going to give him the access because I want to protect my R&D here. Luckily it doesn't hit, but it was, I think, the right gamble to make. Okay, I thought that was going to be the turn I was going to draw Astro. What do we do right now? I think we put back our money again. Sweeps. Sweeps. Maybe he sweeps again. This is pretty safe in the archives. I don't know if that was the right line, or if we should have just played our surveillance sweep to fire up the news hound. Because this actually does nothing, right? Once we've wiped his entire board, we have a complete garbage server. We gotta play this next turn. Unless we top deck Astro, that could be alright. So he's paying 4 to get 8 here. Don't know that vamping ourselves really helps. I think it doesn't. I think you want to have the money to score Astro if it pops up. Apparently it does not want to pop up. Well, that's unfortunate. So we'll trigger this without spending a click via the Astro. Another option is to score the food in this remote, but he can pay through the trace. And now he's got a lot of money for the time being. So I think we're kind of waiting it out. So he's able to fetch Faust, fetch Parasite. Clone Ship's pretty good for him. I think he should be going for R&D. I mean, clearly there's a lot of points in the game. He doesn't know how much is in the archives. Pretty sketchy stuff here. Well, we drew 3. None of them were the Beal. Yeah. Now we can trace him out though, right? So he just wants to, whoops, is this actually automated? Does this actually work? I don't know. There we go. It is automated. Look at that. Doesn't go again. I think going again is probably the right... Oh, he doesn't have enough cards. No, he does. He can pay another 3 cards, 2 cards. If we draw the Astro here... Oh, no. Oh, man. If we had Psycho here, I'd be so much happier than what's actually happening, which is figuring out whether we can go for the food push. I think we can now. Only one left in this is one more Astro, so he's 1 in 4 to score Astro on the R&D. Don't like those odds a lot. Break any number of subroutines. I like it. Well, turns information overload is pretty bad. So many siphons. One Psycho is all I asked for. Close is not in there anymore. Yeah. Unfortunate. We just continue to eat siphons. Yeah, on 13 bucks, he can just go in, pay the resistor trace. I think the second does not want to score 3 agendas, or 4 agendas rather. Really want to score 3, but it's so hard to score a 3-pointer in NBN. I mean, maybe we could feed him a food and get another food. But I think the hazard is that he can just siphon us again and have more money. Like any kind of Ash math gets screwed up by a 15 credit swing of account siphon, which he's got another copy of, and another same old thing. I forgot about that. That's right. Fisk Investment Center just kills us. Hilarious. That's funny. So we wouldn't have enough time to try the food play either. I figure we're on that kind of clock with the 3 Fisk investment. Interesting game for sure. So quite a pile of jank. Doesn't handle siphons that well because there's just no tag punishment that actually matters, namely psychographics. I don't know how good this was in the end. We spent a lot to wipe his rig, and it didn't really do anything. Because he didn't actually need a rig to do. Part of it was we were hoping to draw this Astro for the entire game, and it was the final card of our deck. So I think we could have gotten luckier draws and just gone Astro. Hard to say. Keegan didn't do anything. The fact that he can be trash for 3 makes me really like him a lot less than other tag punishment like Psychographics. So I don't know what this deck. I might try a little more, but it seems pretty janky. Thanks for watching, guys.